All right, and we are live. Welcome to the Kanye and Shane MMA show. Back at it again. Last night was UFC Fight Night Reyes versus Prochazka. UFC Fight Night. Wow, at the UFC Apex Center. I'm really starting to like the small octagon, man. It's like there's nowhere for you to go when you're inside this cage. Wow. What do you think about Dominick Reyes fight?
I thought it was one-sided. Just because the other guy was so awkward, and his fighting style was so awkward, and he couldn't figure it out, and he got knocked out.
Here's the deal though. That guy, Jiří Prochazka, that dude got hit. Dude got hit with everything Dominick Reyes had.
But Dominick Reyes hasn't been the same since Jon Jones.
It don't matter. This dude's a monster. That dude, anybody else, they would have been knocked out by those punches that Dominick Reyes was punching him with. And he was not phased at all. He kept coming forward. I could not believe that guy's chin. It's scary. I think he's going to ultimately be the next light heavyweight champion of the world. I don't see anybody stopping this dude. Dominick was giving him, outlandish punches, combinations, jabs, left hooks, right hooks, counter strikes. And the dude just kept going forward. It was insane. And it doesn't even look like he had a mark on him. Not one little bump.
But you forget about Jan Blachowicz, who has the most powerful punch in the light heavyweight division.
That's the fight to make right there. Obviously they got the fight with Glover Teixeira next. It's already locked in. But the light heavyweight division is really lighting up on fire, and any one of these guys could be the champion. It's just looking really good right now. The division's stacked.
That's because of Jon Jones. He left the division.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to watch. The 205 weight class is exciting. There's a lot of new breed, young breed, old school.
Yeah, because it's not dominated by Jon Jones anymore.
Yeah, so that was good. That I think it was only the third knockout by spinning back elbow in the history of the UFC. And wow, did he time that just right? Because I think he went with the elbows because he tried everything else. He threw every single.
He threw one elbow. He threw one elbow first, but then the second one landed flush, and then he was out.
Knocked out. Yeah, and then Cub Swanson took a dive, was KO'd by
Chikadze. I think that's it.
Yeah,
I think that's his name.
Yep, and I had Dustin Jacoby to win that fight, but it went to a decision draw. Not going to argue with that one. Sean Strickland versus Jotko. I picked Sean Strickland last week.
And wow, Sean was on point. Was on point.
He looked crisp. He looked ready. He looked fresh. He's now 23-3. Really good record. Another good middleweight. And Devalshvili, Merab.
Yeah.
Devalshvili. Decision. Okay. Strayman. Yep. Hey, those dudes were trying to kill each other though. Like seriously.
That Rob, whatever his name is, trains with Aljamain. He's a training partner of Aljamain.
And that Cody Stamann, that dude's stacked.
Yeah. That fight was competitive.
A lot of muscles.
There was no time to rest. It was just takedown after takedown. Even they tried to do some submissions at times. That fight was a good fight.
Yes, it was. And then, so up and coming news. What do we got going on here?
I think the biggest one was Diego Sanchez getting fired by the UFC.
Man, he should have been retired, man, about 5 fights ago.
I mean, it's not his fault though. It's his coach's fault. The stuff that his coach has been putting in his head has been messing up his head. So I mean, making him do crazy stuff. Did you see the video where he was holding a knife, chasing people
That is
around
crazy.
the
He should not be
cage?
fighting. He's mentally unstable. And
Yeah.
no. Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul, June 6th, exhibition.
This is just a money grab, but between Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. This is just to get money.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a real boxer versus a real boxer. It's versus a YouTuber versus a retired boxer.
I'm picking Floyd Mayweather on that one. All right. The next one is Donald Cerrone versus Diego. Yep. That match for May 8th is canceled. I think they're going to have to cancel the whole card because Dillashaw got canceled. Donald got canceled. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a canceled card. I don't see them putting together anything anytime soon. But yeah, hopefully Donald Cerrone, he'll do one last fight and go because another one that just needs to retire. You know.
I mean, yes, his reaction time is much slower. I mean,
TJ Dillashaw, yeah, I'm excited to see him back in. Too bad he got cut in the eye. Hopefully we'll see him back soon.
That was disgusting.
John Jones is not going to fight.
Who knows what's happening with him?
Because Francis Ngannou's going to get the title shot. He's going to be able to defend his strap versus Derek Lewis. And inside that first round, watch out, Derek Lewis, because he's dangerous. Knockout power. He's dangerous. So I feel like if it moves into the third round, it's going to go Francis's way. But inside that first round, it's going to be anybody connects, you're done. Mr. McGregor, Conor McGregor, he sold most of his Irish whiskey and for reports of $600 million. I mean, can you believe that though? Seriously, he came out with his own whiskey.
And I mean, the way he props it up, like it's just the best whiskey in the world. I was kind of shocked that he sold.
I think that's more money than he's made, like paid out by the UFC. I mean, I think he's made more money doing other things and ventures, but that is the biggest payday, more than his fight career.
Yeah, more than his fight career.
Wow. So, I mean, with that kind of, you would almost imagine.
He's making moves.
Like, I'd make another liquor if I was him. I mean, you go with whiskey, now it's time to go with brandy. or come up with your own Conor McGregor vodka, I mean, dang, like just wow, that's crazy, dude. So anyways, happy for him for that. But wow. And then he bought the bar that he punched this patron there.
The guy
wouldn't take a drink of his proper 12 whiskey. So
I thought that was a little weird. For him to do that. I was like, you're gonna go buy the bar that you punched the guy in like 2 years ago.
And then ban him. He's doing that to be vindictive. I mean, he's just doing it to do it. I mean, now he's throwing money. Speaking of throwing money, he was going to give to Dustin Poirier's foundation and give $500,000, but instead he gave it to the Boys and Girls Club, who partners with them. But it was just a kind of a slap in the face. Like, you know what? You're a bum. I don't need to give you my money. I'm going to give it to a great cause and give it to Boys and Girls Club. I mean, well, shout out to him for giving $500,000 though to the Boys and Girls Club, an amazing club. What they do for the kids in Louisiana is absolutely awesome and amazing. What they do around the country is awesome. So, that's awesome. You don't hear about UFC fighters giving away $500,000 very often for charity. So to do that,
because most UFC fighters don't have $500,000 to give away. Mm-hmm. Most UFC fighters have 2 jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So now on to the next thing I seen in the headlines was Mike Tyson fighting Lennox Lewis in September. But then I just seen that the current heavyweight champion of like WBO or whatever is open to offering Mike Tyson a fight for the belt right now, even though he wants to fight obviously Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua. But oh my goodness, I wish that these guys in this heavyweight championships, you got 6 different belts around the world. Can we get them unified? Let's get one heavyweight champion of the world.
The problem with boxing is it's so corrupt that they don't want to put the best against the best. They want to put the best against the worst.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that changes with Tyson Fury fighting Anthony Joshua. I think you can arguably say that that is the top of the heavyweight division right there. There has been times where they have put together the best of the best. When Floyd was fighting, he was fighting the top tier. Canelo, when he fights the best of the best. I mean, there's times where boxing fights, they line up with the rankings. I definitely would like to see Mike Tyson fight anybody. I'm just a fan, and to see a 50-year-old man in there swinging the gloves inside the ring is incredible. So
I just don't want to see him get knocked out.
I mean, if he fights the current heavyweight champion of the world, I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, seriously, like Mike Tyson, please don't restart your career. You're already a legend. You're a Hall of Fame boxer. I mean, you've won championship belts. You've defended belts. I mean, come on. Like, if you're going to do it for money, for exhibition, do it for the money, man. But, let's not fight the current heavyweight champion. But
you should go. Fight. Yeah, you should go back to Triller and ask for like $1 billion and see if they give it to him.
Yeah, because that's just crazy, man. Oh man,
the circus of a promotion that they got is.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Anyways, I don't see how it's even possible that they're gonna come up with another UFC fight card next week. I just don't see how it's going to happen.
I heard that it was going to be Michelle Waterson versus somebody.
Yeah.
But you already have 2 of your main stars fall off actually 4, because including Diego Sanchez and Cowboy, Cerrone, you have those guys fall off, and then you also have your main event fall off.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep, for sure. Yeah. So I guess the next one, the next thing coming up is we have, if this fight night, Sandhagen Dillashaw, that's pretty much out. They don't have anybody listed but Park Jung-young and Tafan Zukwi. I don't even know how to say that, but anyways, that's the only fight for the main event. They have literally one fight, nothing else. And then we have UFC 262, May 15th. Oh my goodness. Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler, Leon Edwards, Nate Diaz is back, Tony Ferguson, Darush. I mean, dude, this is loaded. Chukagian, Arju, Burgos, Barboza. Hey man, we'll pick up next week on our podcast. So stay tuned for next week as we give you our predictions, and we'll go and talk a little bit about each fighter and what we see happening for them. But amazing fight. I thought the Dominick Reyes went out there to fight. They went out there to battle. They were throwing blow after blow after blow. Various times, either one could have been knocked out. Sheer raw power. And landing that elbow is what happened, but it could have been the other way around. I'm super impressed with both of them. I think they both did a outstanding job in displaying their skills, their power, their punches, and everything. It could have went either way. I
think Dominick Reyes should take 6 months off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I wouldn't have been surprised if Prochazka would have got knocked out too.
Yeah, he got hit with some shots.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Well, that's a great wrap up for the show today. We just wanted to get on and give a recap, kind of go over a little bit of news. But yeah, overall, it was a great fight. It was really exciting. Really glad to see that that fight for Prochazka. I see him being an up and coming light heavyweight champion. The way he's fighting right there, I mean, I think.
I mean, he just needs to work on his defense because his defense sucks.
Yeah.
Because he gets hit. He gets hit.
Yeah, he gets hit. He gets hit. Yep. All right. Well, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming. Remember to always like and subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe, comment, share.